Anybody have any questions before we start tonight? It's your first meditation? Yeah, well, welcome. I say, just like you enter any relationship or anything in life, just enter your practice tonight with no expectations, just allowing it to take you wherever you need to go. And if you want to leave, you can get up and leave. You're not stuck, so don't worry. Just enjoy your practice. So I'd say just go ahead and get comfortable. And just begin by closing your eyes. Just reflecting that light of awareness from outside of you inward. Carl Jung wrote that he who looks outward dreams, but he who looks inward awakens. So just use the next few minutes to just be curious about what's going on inside of you. Just start tonight by just feeling your breath. We have 4 stages of our breath. In pranayama, when we inhale, that's the first stage. That's as the in-breath comes in, the lungs expand. That's puraka. And as you hold the breath between inhaling and exhaling, that's called antara kumbhaka. And as you exhale, slowly letting all that energy back out of your body, that's called richaka. And when you pause between exhalation and inhalation, it's called baya kumbhaka. Just feel those 4 stages of your breath. And just slowly try to lengthen your exhale just a little bit longer than your inhale. In your head, you can count, maybe inhaling to the count of 5, holding the breath for 5, but exhaling for 10. Holding the breath with no air for 5. Inhaling for 5. Hold the breath for 5. Exhaling for 10. Holding the breath for 5. And just breathe normally, softly, and gently. And just knowing that when you feel anxious or stressed, you can hack the the autonomic nervous system, engaging the parasympathetic nervous system by lengthening the exhale. Just remember that little tool. Just begin to soften all the muscles around your face. Maybe you've had to smile today when you didn't feel like it. Or maybe you frowned. But just soften all those muscles of emotions. Just allow your breath to express your inner feelings. Just revealing the emotional state that you feel today. Nothing right or nothing wrong. But the highest form of yoga is not doing a perfect handstand, but it's self-observation without judgment. Just be the observer of yourself tonight. Just relax your jaws, unclenching. Relax the muscles above your eyes and below your eyes. You just soften your tongue. Just feel the tongue feeling heavy. There's much debate whether the tongue is actually the strongest muscle in the human body. But I know emotionally, it's very powerful because with just a few words, you could make someone's day or you could break their heart. Just using your words for kindness, just softening your tongue. Yoga teaches us that when given the choice of being right or being kind, we should always choose kindness. Just relax your outer ears. Just slowly bring that relaxation to your inner ears. Your Eustachian tubes. Where you find balance, where you get your equilibrium, your inner ears. It's when you have vertigo, it's usually the source of the problem. Just feeling the inner ears just softening, relaxing. Just relaxing the back of the neck now. All that tension that you carry in the lower back of the head going into the neck. Just soften it. Allow that relaxation now to flow, just like energy, like light, down your shoulders. The levator scapular muscles that allow your shoulders to rise and fall, getting depression, elevation. Deep in your neck, the scalene muscles allow your head to turn from left to right. Just soften all that energy, melting away the tension of the day, of the week. Just giving yourself permission to let go. Maybe for the first time all day, being conscious and just surrendering to the universe, surrendering to the path that you're on. That old story that says the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Yoga teaches us that that's not true. But the grass is always greener where we water it, where we nurture it, where we take care of it. So just feel yourself growing where you're planted tonight. Wherever life has taken you. Just pausing at this step in your journey. Just relinquishing control. As we come to the mat and we meditate, the word meditation comes from the Greek, a word that means to ponder, to contemplate. We always ask ourselves those three primordial questions. Who am I really? Why am I here? And where am I going? When we stop to listen to that voice of our soul, we often realize that we've been scurrying about, running so fast to get into the future, that the present moment is nothing but a blur, something to be stepped over on our path. Or like hamsters running on a wheel. We're expelling so much energy. But where are we really going? And why are we really doing it? As we become wiser, as we become more awake, we realize that whatever we're doing, if it's not bringing us deep satisfaction, why do it? We get so tired. Trying to fit in this world, trying to meet other people's expectations of us. Seeking our approval, instead of looking in the mirror, we look into the eyes of others. No one knows you like you know you. Only you can hear that inner voice in your head right now. Just relaxing your arms, your bicep muscles, your tricep muscles. Relaxing your wrist. Softening your hands, your fingers. Just feel that fleshy muscle between your pointer finger and your thumb. In acupressure, we use that if you have a headache, it releases pain. And just feel that muscle softening, just lightening the load that you've been carrying. all the responsibility, all the deadlines, all the demands of you. Life only demands from you the strength that you already have. All those obstacles in your path, they're not meant to paralyze you. They're just meant to teach you. The greater the challenge, the greater the joy when you overcome. But sometimes we lose track of why we're doing what we're doing. Life can become a routine. And life isn't meant to be a routine. It's meant to be an adventure. You only pass this way once. You will never again experience this moment in time. When I look back on my life, I think of all the drama, all the tension, all the fear, all the anxiety. And I realized we were just building sandcastles. On those shifting sands of time. When I look back, I ask myself, was I really there? Did I really matter? Was it worth it, all the anxiety I went through? And so many of the problems that we face that we seem to be insurmountable. We work so hard, like intricately building that sandcastle when you were a child. And the tides of time change. The tides come in and wash everything you've done clean. We ask ourselves, why did we go through that experience if it's all washed away? Those arguments, jealousy, rage, all those emotions we experienced. Wisdom teaches us to not think and react so emotionally. To use our intellect. And just enjoy our experience. And just bring that relaxation into your belly. And just feeling warmth. And just feeling that everything you need for your happiness has been inside you the whole time. It's like a seed waiting to sprout. All we need to do is put ourselves in the right condition to bloom, prosper. When a flower feels light and warmth, it just blossoms. Doesn't worry about the flowers around it. Just feel your soul blossoming like 1,000 lotus petals, just opening up in a blossoming universe. We just know that the problems that you're going through today are just teachers. They're not even real, universal time. All those things that irritate you about others, but they're just there to give you a better understanding about yourself. In the end, it's your relationship with self that sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. People pick up on your energy. They feel how you treat yourself. If you respect yourself, if you love yourself, if you appreciate yourself, they'll respect you, they'll love you, and they'll appreciate you. Just relaxing your hips and your pelvis. And just softening your pelvic floor. You can relax your gluteus maximus, your quadriceps and your upper legs. Just soften your knees and your calves. Just polishing that lens of our perception. We don't see the world as it actually is. We see it as we are from our own perspective. Leonardo da Vinci said that all of our knowledge has its origins in our perceptions. People see what they want to see. And what people want to see isn't always the reality, truth. Yoga teaches us that everything has a beginning. And everything that has a beginning has an ending. And if we can make our peace with that, we will be truly happy and free. There's a Tibetan proverb that says, the secret to living longer is to eat half, walk double, laugh triple, and love without measure. And just softening your feet. Feel the arches on your feet softening. Feel the space between your toes. Feel a sense of warmth and light in the soles of your feet. In Sanskrit, it's called a padabandhas. We come from the earth. We return to the earth. And in between, we garden. Our practice teaches us to never save anything for a special occasion, because just being alive is a special occasion. Never go in search of love, but instead go in search of life, and life will find you the love that you seek. Just see yourself as a great adventurer. Your life is not something to be endured, not something to be feared, but something to be experienced fully. Paulo Coelho, in the book The Alchemist, wrote, "It is a possibility of a dream coming true that makes life interesting." Just feeling that balance between holding on and letting go. Sometimes, in order to gain anything, you have to be willing to lose everything. And just feeling your arms and your legs getting heavier and heavier as you just let go of that need to control, to manipulate, change, to force. Just feel yourself completely relaxed, open to everything, attached to nothing, living your life one breath at a time. Meditation is so important because as we quiet the mind, the soul can finally speak. In the Bhagavad Gita, it said that in meditation, the higher self is experience. Just listen to your soul. Experience the higher self above all the drama of your life, all the nitpicking, all the little things that distract you. Life itself is the question. How you live it is your answer. In the childhood book, Dr. Seuss Dr. Seuss says, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Let us just value the moments we spend with loved ones, tenderness, cherishing those moments. Just living our life consciously, no longer emotionally. The Dalai Lama was asked what surprised him most about humanity. He laughed and he said, it's silly. Humans sacrifice their health in order to make money. And then they sacrifice their money to recuperate their health. And they're so anxious about the future that they never enjoy the present. The result being that they don't live in the present or the future. They live as if they think they're never going to die, and then they die having never really lived. Just feeling yourself, giving yourself permission to really open up your senses. The roots of yoga are in Tantra, which is opening up our senses to the world around us, the smells, the colors, the textures, all those things that become invisible to us because we're on that hamster wheel. We don't know why, but we're running so fast. We'll just use this time to consciously slow down, to recalibrate where you're going and why you're going there. One of my favorite meditation teachers, Thich Nhat Hanh, once wrote, we can smile, breathe, walk, and eat our meals in a way that allows us to be in touch with the abundance of happiness that is available. We're very good at preparing to live, but not very good at actually living. We know how to sacrifice 10 years for a diploma, and we're willing to work very hard to get a job, a car, a house, and so on. But we have difficulty remembering that we are alive in the present moment, the only moment there is for us to be alive. Every breath we take, every step we make can be filled with peace, joy, and serenity. We need only to be awake, alive in the present moment. Just allow your mind to take a snapshot of where you are, like a screenshot that you can go back to at any time, the next few days or week. If you feel stressed or anxious, knowing that you've worked hard to build this inner sanctuary within yourself, of peace, of stillness. Just slowly take a nice deep inhale and a cleansing exhale. Just returning back into your physical reality that you feel right now, physical manifestation of who you are, but not the spiritual. And just wiggling your toes and fingers, just slowly coming up to a seat if you don't mind. And I thank you guys for coming out on such a dreary night in South Florida. So easy. Netflix or meditation, and you guys choose meditation. So thank you very much for coming. The light in me honors and respects the light in you, as we say, namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you.